What's up, everybody? I'm here this week with some handstand mobility drills. Mobility in the handstand for handstand walking, shoulder taps, freestanding handstand is really important. One, you might just not get the skill if you don't have enough mobility to get into the position. And two, even if you have enough mobility to get into the position and do the skill, you could be using so much more strength than you need to. If you're in a really good overhead position while you're doing your handstand, a lot of times it's almost effortless. The muscles don't have to work that hard. So let's go over how we're going to get into that position. First off, pass-throughs, right? Tried and true. These are great to do. You know, a set of 10 of them. Most people do them right when they walk in the gym. So usually that's already in your routine. Next up, I like to start every session with a foam rolling mobility. And then for this one, definitely want to work on that overhead position. So we're here, roll out the whole upper back, reach overhead, roll that out. Then I kind of like to pulse against it as I'm moving, okay? Next up, wrists are super important and often overlooked, okay? You're gonna be on your hands, your wrists are gonna be cocked back. Really important to stretch those out. I start out like this, then I kind of start to work my way around and I kind of rock back and forth, okay? And just spending time in any spot that feels kind of nasty. And I like to flip over, spend a little time there, and then I'll kind of spock it, put it here over the knees, and I rotate the elbows through, get the wrists moving a little more, and then I like to go back and revisit all these positions again, just make sure they feel good. Next up, we have the lat stretch. This one we're going to do both arms at the same time. You loop your hands in, come down to your knees, hinge over, and then you can kind of rotate to either side if you have a side that you need to bias, or you can kind of get into your oblique area. That helps too. After that, we have the old school tricep stretch. So reaching overhead, stretching our tricep, and then we can even lean into it, kind of make it like a super stretch, okay? After that, we have thread the needle. So I loop my hand in the band. I like to do a band to thread the needle, but there's a bunch of different ways to do it. Back up until you have tension, post up with one hand, just kind of let it pull you through. And then every once in a while I like to contract against it and then let it pull me back through. And sometimes you can even get more into it and get a little more resistance. Okay? There's that. Next up we have the seal pose. Kind of stretch all the abdominal muscles. So here, lay down, just press straight up and feel the stretch through your abs. Try not to crank on your lower back too much when you do this. And some people may need to limit how high they go. Okay. After that, I like to do like some scap push-ups. So we're here. I like to do them for my knees too. And we'll just sink the shoulder blades in, push up, and do all that. Warm all your small muscle groups up. Okay, then finally, one of my favorites is the banded handstand. So we're gonna put this around our lower arms, and how low you put it depends on how big your head is, how long your neck is, and how long your arms are. But you just want to make sure you can pass through here, okay? This is going to do two things. One, it's going to limit how wide you go. If you're trying to do a handstand walk or shoulder taps or freestanding handstand, it can't be super wide, okay? It's super inefficient. Two, as we get into those positions, we can kind of activate against it, and it makes our handstand really rock solid. So put it around the arms, kick up against the wall. And I like to put my head through, kind of stretch that way, and lean side to side, work on each individual side depending on what needs what, okay? And then I'll activate and push tall, okay? So I'm pushing out against the band a little bit and pushing tall. Come down. That one feels really good. It always makes my handstands feel a lot better after I get done doing it. As always, right? Keep what works, throw out what doesn't. Each person's unique. Short stretch, 30 seconds, will establish any range of the motion you already have. If you need to make big changes, a minute 30, or maybe even slightly longer, depending on once again, you and what you need. But hopefully this helps you with your handstands and you get a little more confidence in your handstands. Thanks.